Well, hello there. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Anika Kai, and I am a celebrity makeup artist and beauty influencer. Today, we're going to be reviewing Morphe's Vegan Pro Series brush collection, and I cannot wait to share this with you guys. So recently, I went to Morphe's event that kicked off their launch of their Vegan Pro Series. It was at Beauty and Essex out here in LA, and it was so adorable. The decor was amazing, and I actually got to meet Linda, who is so fabulous, by the way. And I'm really grateful to have been invited to that event and get to see the products firsthand. I was gifted the full range of the brushes, and they came in this cute packaging right here. Really simple, really sleek, as we've come to know and love from Morphe. So the collection came with 20 brushes, solid brush collection. They are vegan fibers, so synthetic bristles, and they feel really great to the touch, super soft. Some synthetic fibers can be a little like irritating on the skin, but these you could rub on you all day. The collection also came with this beauty puff and beauty sponge, which you can see I have used and tried already. I haven't tried the sponge wet yet, but I can only imagine that, like most beauty sponges, it expands and gets bigger. But the test of a true sponge, in my opinion, is what can it do for me when it's dry. I was unsure about this puff at first because it is like very dense for a puff. It's one of the densest that I've come across. It's very pillowy. It reminds me a lot of the Laura Mercier puff, which is really high quality. The only difference is that this one is square, so it has 4 corners which fit perfectly to the contours of the face. It also, because it has that plush pushback to it, it really gets the powder into the skin without having too much sit on top. The corners are also really good for precision, so when I'm applying loose powder to my nose, really tight corners, under my jaw or my cheekbone, it's perfect for that. This is one of the best puffs I've ever used. I would buy 10 of these puffs and just add them to my kit. This is really impressive. The brushes came in this sleeve, the kind of cardboard sleeve envelope, and the sleek all black with the embossed brush number on it. So it's beautiful if you want to just have them sitting out. I have them kind of displayed. It's cute. I love it when it's all one color. It's very chic. It's very sophisticated. When I'm doing makeup on myself or my clients, I generally use 10 or less brushes. So, I was like trying very hard to use every single brush, but the ones I am most impressed with would have to be, and if you know me, you know I love a tapered blending brush. They just are so multifunction, so multi-use. They come in 3 sizes here. Oh my gosh, I forgot her. We got 4 different sizes and they're incredible. I filmed myself doing my everyday simple makeup routine using these brushes, and I was pleasantly surprised by their performance. But let's get into the video where I give you a more detailed look at the brushes, what I use them for, and why they're my faves. So here I'm using the V102 brush to apply my foundation. This brush is really nice. It's densely packed and it has a sort of beveled edge, which really makes blending a dream. You can pack with it, you can blend with it, and it applies full coverage right off the bat. It also uses all the product. Like, none of the product stays in the brush. It all just gets distributed across the face, which is amazing because you're not going to waste any product with this guy. Now I'm using the Precision V103 brush and using that to apply my concealer. This brush is probably my favorite brush out of the entire collection. The precision that you get from this brush right here is really unmatched. It not only applies super smooth, but it also blends. To contour my face, I grabbed the V105 brush, and this one is like a tinier version of that first V102. It still has that beveled edge, it's quite dense, but it's perfect to fit into the contours of the face, especially around the nose. It is really kind of a dream to contour the nose bridge and into the orbital bone. Now I'm using the V205 brush to set the contours with a Morphe contour powder. It's also really great around those tight areas of the face, and it's a great blending brush, so I could see this used for many things. This is one of them, like, you would want to have like 3 or 4 on hand. I used the V106 brush to set the contour around my cheek and jawline and around my hairline. This one is just really soft, dome tapered blending brush. It applies the product strongly, but then the taper of it all just helps blend it out seamlessly. To set my highlights, I'm grabbing the Ultra Plush Puff, and I'm using it with some loose powder to kind of bake and set around my face. And this is where I was pleasantly surprised. I wasn't sure about this kind of square shape, but all of those corners just beautifully fit the contours of my face and got the job done effortlessly, melt into the skin, and gives a beautiful, beautiful finish. And now we have our V112, the fluffy fan powder brush. I am obsessed with fan brushes for applying bronzer. These are nice targeted application, a nice even distribution of product, a win for me. And now I'm grabbing the V100 flat top foundation brush to apply my powder foundation. I could see it working really well for creams and liquids. It's a good all-around brush. I think we're all used to this shape by now. The density of it really just helps get that product onto the face and leaves a seamless blend. Favorite thing about this collection is that they are beautifully shaped and they often have repeats of the same shape. So this is the larger tapered fluffy brush, and this is the 115. I'm using it to apply blush. It's the perfect size for blush. It has that taper, so again, it's going to apply it targeted and then diffuse it. And her little sister, V204, I'm using to apply highlight to the high points of my cheekbone, down the bridge of my nose, my chin, all the little places you want that little extra pop. I'm going in to apply some lip color with the V300 brush. One thing about me, I'm going to smudge some shadow underneath my eye. It just gives an extra sultry look. It hides the bags and completes the eye look in my opinion. So for this, I applied the V203 domed smudge brush. So this everyday look would not be complete without some eyeliner. I am using the V303 brush, which is a skinny fine tip eyeliner brush, clean line every time. And because it's synthetic, it'll be able to hold up to more waterproof and more long-wear formulas without breaking down. As you can see, this liner came out super sharp, super clean. The eyeliner is crusty as hell, but it still gave me a super sharp line, which speaks to how precise this brush is. I will be using these brushes every day. They are cruelty-free, beautifully made, and thank you, Morphe. Thank you for these.